Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. After all the nice YouTube videos from Steve Summers or ALBA 79 or Stefan Gotteswinter about shapers, I decided I would also like to buy a shaper, and especially after hand cutting a keyway on this Hummel, which took me 3 hours. And I was on the lookout for one, and not too big, and I found a nice ALBA A1A shaper. It's a 10-inch shaper, and when I bought it, the machine was not very clean, but after a quick check, everything looked okay, and it did run, so I brought it home. These ALBA shapers were built between 1930 and 1970, but this model is around 1940, late 1940. Before World War II, there was the company Invicta and ALBA. They both made the same shapers, and after the 1950, there was the dual name Elliott, and the A1 became the successful Elliott 10M. Well, it looks like it hasn't been used for a while and hasn't seen much oil, but yeah, it's mostly dirt and not a lot of rust, so let's clean it. And I'm going full toothbrush WD-40 mode here. Um, I like WD-40 for this purpose because it dissolves the old oil, and it cleans up nice and leaves a little bit of protection against rust. But yeah, don't use it as a lubrication, because as it dissolves oil, it will also dissolve new oil, and you don't want that. If you buy an old machine like this, make sure you check the wiring. It already happened a few times when I buy an old machine that the electrical wiring is not in good condition, and so it is on this one. I didn't loosen these, they were almost loose, and one of the wires came off, and after I pulled it out a little bit, the other two came off too, and on the other side as well. So that's dangerous, especially on a 3-phase machine like this. So whatever you do, if you buy an old machine, please check the wiring. And for those who didn't know, WD-40 is also great for removing sticky tape. I had some trouble with the belt. It was running against the frame and there was some sharp corners. I did put the motor all the way down, but as you can see it already left some marks on the feed belt, so I decided to take the sharp corners off, and after that it worked a lot better, but as you can see it's still close. I'm not sure if this is original, but yeah, for now it works okay and it's not rubbing too much. And there's not a lot of play in the drive mechanism, so that's good. So it's all back together. Machine is in pretty good condition. As you can see, the scraping marks, I don't know if you can see it. Scraping marks are still a little bit visible, even on this bottom plate here. And the V of the ram on one side had some deep scratches. Looks like it has been used without good oil for a while. But I will scrape it in the future, but for now I'll just leave it as it is. And the nice thing, if you take your time cleaning the machine, you will get to know the machine a little bit better. The table is in really good condition. It can rotate, but you can hardly see the line where it rotates on the table. And the V on the other side is in better condition, but somebody decided to weld on the table. Don't know what happened here, but yeah. I like how you just can pull off the doors on the hinges, and yeah, as you can see on the hinges, the machine was painted green once and it has been repainted in original grey. And after the machine is cleaned, it's time to give it some new oil on the ways and on the machine. I'm using Shell Tonna whey oil for this. So guys, the shaper cleaned up really nice. Paint is still in good condition and technically it's also in pretty good shape. It needs some work, but for now I'll just leave it as it is and see how it works. But it works nicely. And it's a nice size for my workshop, so I'm happy that I got it, and yeah, it's time to make some chips.